Hello and welcome to Neighborhood Credit Union's Retirement Seminar. My name is Alta Simmons and I'm joined by,
Hi, my name is Noemi Bravo.
and we're your Community Relations Officers. Before we get started with our seminar today, we would like to give you a little background about who we are. Originally, we were known as the Dallas Postal Credit Union. Neighborhood Credit Union actually opened its doors to its first members in April of 1930, just months after the U.S. stock market had crashed. During the Great Depression, when American confidence in financial institutions was at an all-time low, Neighborhood Credit Union won the trust and loyalty of its charter members. In 2001, the credit union actually changed its name to Neighborhood Credit Union, a name that we feel more accurately reflects the diverse base of members from all over the Dallas area. Now we serve over 55,000 members and our assets top over $815 million. We currently have 13 branches all over the Dallas Metroplex, so whether you're in the north or the south, we've got you covered. So let's begin. Most people plan on saving for or want to save for retirement. Sometimes it's difficult to know where to start, what your options are. Research actually shows that most families do not have enough savings set aside for retirement, including those approaching retirement age. If you have started saving for retirement, well, that is great. The workshop can help determine what else you may need to do to make sure you can reach your retirement savings goals. Beginning to save is important. Making sure you know how much to save is important too. So let's look at the agenda for this workshop and learn about some of the topics we'll cover. Okay. In this workshop, first, we'll examine the factors you should consider when you're planning for retirement. Next, learn how to estimate your retirement expenses. Then, identify the saving and planning strategies that allow you to maximize your savings at any age. Following that, we will compare the types of retirement plans available to you. And finally, we'll provide you with the resources to help you set goals for your own retirement savings. Now, and whenever you are in your retirement planning, it's not too late to develop or refine your savings strategy. Now let's discuss the factors you'll need to consider during retirement planning. Your income. So how much you can save depends on your current income. Your current income includes everything you earn from your salary, tips, welfare benefits, and other sources such as even unemployment benefits. Your expenses, think about the kind of lifestyle you want when you grow older. Remember, you won't be working anymore, but you will still have to pay for your expenses. Think about your current expenses as well. It will help you plan for your savings goal. Make a budget so that you can better understand how and where you are spending your income. Then see if you can cut back on that spending and move that money into savings instead. Your health. As more and more people are living longer lives, it's important to consider medical costs. They can include the cost of prescription drugs, emergency care, surgeries, and even insurance. Even in retirement, you can still be taxed. Income earned from retirement investments may put you in a higher tax bracket as well, and many could be taxed. So some people look forward to retirement to enjoy things they did not have the time to do while they were working. But it is important to remember that retirement is also a time when you are no longer earning income. Now, To have financial security when you are no longer working, you need to develop and implement a retirement savings plan as early as possible. A good retirement plan also allows you to plan for unforeseen expenses and deal with changes in your living situations or health and remain independent in your later years. So moving forward, we are going to discuss the next step, which is a pretty straightforward multiplication exercise. What we're going to do is multiply the number of years expected retirement by your estimated annual retirement savings to get the amount you need to save by the time you retire. Although the exact amount you will need will be affected by any number of life factors, that calculation gives you a baseline total that you need to save for retirement. So in this activity, we'll use this formula to figure out how much you may want to consider savings. Write down your current income is your first step. Next, if you have a calculator, calculate 70% and 80% income. That's your second step. And then finally, compare your retirement savings goal amount with the new calculation. That's your third and final step. Now, you can actually adjust your retirement savings goal amount or increase your monthly savings to reach your goal, but money isn't the only factor to consider. Okay, so when you are planning for retirement, one of the most important elements to understand is time. So let's talk about the value of time. As you can see in the graph here, showing from age 18 to age 58, you can see what a difference it makes when you do have more time on your hands to plan for unexpected expenses and to save for your future retirement needs. So let's begin by looking at an example of one person's goal to retire at age 67 with at least $600,000. The key thing to remember here is that the earlier you begin to save for retirement, the less you will need to save each year. For instance, if this person's goal happens to be that they would retire at the age of 67 with at least $600,000 saved, they would need to save much less if they started saving when they were 18 years old, as opposed to when they started saving at the age of 50. And without factoring in the impact that compound interest would have on retirement savings, an 18-year-old would need to save approximately $12,245 every year to meet that goal, which is a hefty savings. However, if this person waited until they were 50 years old to begin retirement, this number would actually increase to $35,294 annually. So that is almost 3 times as much savings. So your financial situation influences when you start saving and how much you can save. If you have not begun saving yet, don't worry, it's not too late. Thankfully, one of the major benefits of retirement savings accounts is that they offer compounded interest, which has the potential to increase your money exponentially. The longer you save, so let's take a closer look. All right, compounding interest is basically earning interest on interest, as you can here, rather than just earning interest on the amount of money you save or the principal amount. Compounding interest is interest earned on the principal amount plus the amount of the accumulated interest. Frequently, interest compounds, the greater the total compounded interest and the greater your retirement savings. It is like your money doing the work for you, and who doesn't want that? The earlier you start saving and investing, the greater the power of compounding interest will be for your financial future, and the more money you will be able to save for your retirement. So let's return to the example we just discussed about starting to save for retirement at the age of 18 instead of the age of 50. But before we do that, I do want to mention that you are more than welcome to speak with one of our member experience specialists about CDs for a low risk way to grow compounded interest. And you can definitely send us an email at the email address listed above, or you can give us a call and we'd be happy to help you. So we will assume that you still have the goal to retire with at least $600,000 at the age of 67. However, in this example, the 401k account you are using to save for retirement averages a 6% return. By factoring in compound interest, the amount you would need to save each actually decreases dramatically. This is because you're earning interest on your principal amount and then earning interest on that increased number. In an account with 6% returns, an 18-year-old would need to save $2,198.56 per year for 49 years, rather than the $12,245 without the compounded interest, while a 50-year-old would need to save $21,266.80 rather than the $35,094 without compound interest for 17 years. So you can adjust your goals or harness the power of time and interest to reach your savings goals. Let's look at a scenario that will help understand how compound interest works over time. Now, in this slide, you see how interest compounds. If Joan invests $100 in her retirement account, adds $50 to it per month, and earns 10% interest, you will see how much she has earned at the end of the 40 years. So your retirement income can come from any of those sources we've previously spoke about. And next, we're going to take a deeper look at each source. And I am going to have my co-worker, Noemi, to go into all the details. Noemi, please take it away. We're so excited to hear what you have to say about those sources.
Thank you so much, Alta. Let's go ahead and talk about some sources where you may get your retirement income. First, you could get your retirement income from savings, your personal savings. If you aren't already saving, now is a great time to start. As you've learned, the power of interest and compounding interest over time means that saving even a small amount starting today can have a positive effect on your future financial health. In that neighborhood credit union, we have an amazing high yield account. It's called our high yield savings, in which you can earn compounded interest at a high interest rate. Next, your retirement income can come from employer-sponsored retirement plans. If your employer offers a plan and you have not signed up, you may want to read up on what the plan offers and decide if it's a good fit for you. You can also get retirement incomes from Social Security. The Social Security Administration is a government agency that helps older and disabled Americans and their families. The amount you receive is based on your lifetime earnings. For people with average income, Social Security replaces about 40% of their income. You can collect your Social Security benefits as early as age 62. But if you wait longer, you can collect a larger amount per month. You can also get retirement income from investments. Many people choose to invest in real estate, stocks, bonds, antiques, or other valuable goods. Investments can be risky, but they can also be rewarding. Your retirement income can come from other places too. You may also receive inheritance, gifts, or money from friends or family that can contribute to your retirement fund income. Whether you already are saving or you are planning to start, it's always helpful to know the specifics of putting together an effective retirement plan. Planning for retirement means you'll need to save as well as invest. You need to budget your money so that you can save a certain amount each month. It's ideal to save part of every paycheck for retirement, but if that's not possible, put the amount aside monthly or several times each year. Once you have some money saved, you may decide to invest it. At that point, reach out to Neighborhood Credit Union to get your appointment with our financial advisor. That way you can consult your options with them. When you invest in things such as stocks, bonds, or real estate, you hope that you will be worth more over time than what you paid for them now. A strategy many investors use to spread out risk is called diversification. Diversification is like making sure you don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's important to keep in mind, though, that diversification doesn't eliminate the risk of losing money. Deciding how and where to invest your money is up to you, and we can't tell you which choice is best for you in particular. However, lots of options are available, and we'll explore some shortly. Let's look at some of the most common types of retirement plans. Retirement accounts allow you to save money as cash or invest it in stocks, bonds, or mutual funds and other investment vehicles. Let's look at a few types of accounts. First, let's talk about employer-based retirement plans. Many employers offer tax-deferred retirement plans such as the 401k and 403b, which allow participants to make pre-tax contributions to an investment account. A 401k. This is a retirement savings plan offered by an employer. With this plan, you decide how much money you want taken out of your wages and invest it. It's important to remember that early withdrawals are not only taxable, but in most cases, they incur an additional penalty tax. The most well-known and valuable feature of the 401k is that some employers may choose to make a matching contribution. Many employers require you to work at their company for a certain amount of time before you can keep all their matching contributions if you switch jobs. A 403b. This is a type of retirement fund offered to people who work in a tax-exempt organization, such as schools, religious institutions, or nonprofits. It generally tends to have a fewer administrative costs for employers and shorter vesting schedules. Now, let's talk about the defined benefit plan. These plans, they're often referred to as pensions, and they provide workers with guaranteed benefits like monthly income upon retirement, typically calculated according to years of service and earnings. Lastly, there's the individual retirement account, or IRA. If your company does not offer a plan, or if you are unemployed or self-employed, you can also start your own individual retirement account, or IRA. We do have IRAs at Neighborhood Credit Union. In a traditional IRA, your contributions are not taxed until you withdraw the money. With a Roth IRA, you contribute after-tax income, so you may withdraw money tax-free at retirement. You can contribute to a traditional IRA plan until age 72, as long as you're earning a taxable income. With a Roth IRA, there's no age limit, and you can contribute as long as you're earning a taxable income below a certain limit. For both the traditional and the Roth IRAs, you can contribute up to $6,000 per year. If you are age 50 or older, your contributions can be as high as $7,000 a year. Both types of IRAs have tax penalties for withdrawing early. However, there are exceptions, so consult with our financial advisors to make your decision. Let's go over the factors that you may consider when comparing plans. First, you may consider matching contributions. If you're able to enroll in an employer-based retirement plan, such as a 401k, check to see if your employer will match your contributions and when the matching contribution will vest. You may also consider fees. There may be several fees associated with different types of accounts. You may also consider withdrawal limits. Check to see if there are any penalties associated with an early withdrawal. Some plans, such as the 403B, may allow you to withdraw money as a loan, but be careful. Research your options thoroughly before borrowing from a retirement plan. You may also consider the tax status. There is no escaping tax on your retirement income, so think about whether it makes sense to pay taxes now or when you withdraw money. If you expect to be in a lower tax bracket when you retire, you may choose a plan in which you pay the tax on the money when you withdraw it. Talk to a professional or a financial planner at Neighborhood Credit Union to find out which is the right decision for you. Lastly, you may also consider your purpose of your plan. Knowing the purpose for your plan can help you decide which one will help you achieve your goals. Retirement plans and personal savings aren't the only ways to save for your retirement income. Let's look at how investing outside of retirement accounts can add to that. Another way to plan for retirement is to invest directly in vehicles such as stocks and bonds, or a diversified combination of several options. Let's talk about mutual funds. You can pool your money together with that of other investors by purchasing shares of mutual funds, which are made up of any number of assets, including stocks, bonds, real estate, and cash. You can own a part of any publicly traded company's assets and earnings by purchasing stock in that company. You may often hear people refer to stocks as shares or equity. Some stocks also pay a dividend, which is a payment of the company's profits to the stockholder. You can also lend money to corporations and government agencies and earn a fixed rate of interest for a specific period of time with bonds. Bond rates are tied to the interest rates. Investing may seem risky to many people, and whether you want to do so depends on your ability to tolerate risk. Let's look at some strategies to manage risk and investments. Risk often is tied to reward. The investments that tend to have the highest return also tend to have the highest level of risk. When you speak with a financial advisor at Neighborhood Credit Union, they will talk to you about your risk tolerance and decide, depending on your situation, where you are in the spectrum of risk tolerance. If you have many years until retirement, some experts suggest considering more risk and investing in financial products such as stocks or stock mutual funds. Likewise, as you get older and you have less time until retirement, you may want to focus on lower risk investments with fixed incomes such as bonds. One way to manage risk is to diversify. You can diversify by investing in different instruments or assets. For any kind of retirement saving or investing, It is very important to research all your options and speak with a professional or financial advisor to understand the best way to invest your retirement savings in terms of diversification, risk level, and tax issues. When you assess your retirement time horizon and tolerance for risk and invest accordingly in a low, medium, or a high risk portfolio, you'll be one step closer to a retirement savings goal. Now, let's look at how you can keep your plan on track. Have you ever said the following statements to yourself? I'll eat better after the holidays. I'll start saving when I get a raise. I'll stop watching after this one episode. Or I'll borrow less on my credit card next month. I think almost all of us have thought or done all of these things at one time or another. We all favor instant gratification over long-term gains. Instant gratification means that we prefer to enjoy something now or in the present. This is also called present bias, or the tendency to choose to enjoy the present over the future. So what can we do to reduce present bias? Well, we can start by setting our goals. Setting a goal is the first step toward becoming financially secure in your golden years. The more you think about and plan for your future, the easier it becomes to overcome short-term gains and present bias. You can also develop your strategy. You now know that there are two main ways you can build a retirement income, through savings and through investments. Think about your future and select a plan that will help you achieve your financial goals. One way to commit to your retirement plan is to set up scheduled or automated deposits into your retirement accounts or plans. Review your retirement accounts and savings on an annual basis and put in place the most effective combination given where you are in your life. And lastly, imagine who you want to be in the future and visualize the kind of life you would like to be living. This simple activity may help build healthier financial habits in the short term. So now we have reached the end of our presentation, and I just want to leave you with a couple of thoughts. Remember that the earlier you start saving, the better. Remember that you are not alone in this venture. Neighborhood Credit Union is here to help you with your retirement planning. Give us a call at your convenience and we can get you started with a financial advisor to help you out with that. Retirement plans and savings can only help you grow your money. Once you have a retirement plan effectively in place, you can start looking forward to those years of rest and relaxation. So I just want to say one last thanks to all of you watching. I hope that this presentation was helpful to you. And if you have any questions for Alta or I, you can reach us at the email on your screen, communityrelations@myncu.com. And you can also call Neighborhood Credit Union at 214-748-9393 or visit our website. So when you're ready, we're here to help you. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.